Hey, what's up YouTube? It's King Vita here, and I'm back with another review. This time I'm reviewing Transformers Generations Cyber Battalion Shockwave. So, here is the toy itself. And first things first, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So there is Shockwave in his vehicle mode and robot mode as well. Got a really cool artwork here of Shockwave. Got the Autobot logo, Transformers Generations. It says Transformers on the bottom. It takes 10 steps to transform him to and from robot mode. There it is, Decepticon Shockwave. Got the Decepticon logo. Hasbro. Got the Decepticon logo on this side. On this side, you have a very cool artwork of Shockwave with the Decepticon logo here. It does say Decepticon Shockwave up top. You got the Decepticon logo. And on the back, your obligatory product shot. Decepticon Shockwave. And there is Shockwave in his robot and vehicle mode. And it does show how to transform him. Don't worry, this is very easy to transform. And you got your little bio here. There's no limit to the evil this Decepticon scientist can create. That's all it says. Okay. Moving on to the actual toy. So there is Shockwave in his vehicle mode. He looks like a... I don't even know what this is. A futuristic plane thing? I have no idea what this is supposed to be. A flying gun? I mean, this looks like a gun. And these are like, obviously his wings. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. I like how his head his face doubles as a rocket booster thing. That's cool. Got a very bright Decepticon purple. It doesn't really look bright in the camera, but it actually is kind of bright purple. Got the Decepticon logo right there up top. That's cool. And this is molded in plastic. It looks like a sticker, but it's actually molded in plastic. Very cool stuff. Does look really good. Come around the bottom. There's his landing gear here, and I think these two are landing gears. So you could just do that. You could have him sitting up like that, and that is a very cool vehicle mode. And just to see how big his vehicle mode is, there he is next to Fireburst Optimus Prime. This should show you just how big this guy is. He's pretty tall. Pretty tall. So there's that. There's that. Whoop. Oh, there you go. As I've said, it's not very difficult to transform this guy. it's actually very easy. Very easy to do this. That looks cool. Okay, so moving down to transformation, very simple. First, what you want to do is, normally I do back to front, but this one is front to back because of the way he's designed. So, what you want to do here is come to the front, right here, and you want to split the legs. But first, before you want to do that, you want to take these panels here, these two little panels, flip them down like so. There you go. And these two panels actually have two little tabs here, right there. This one and this one, that will sit on these little holes right here. Like that. On these two. Now, you want to split the legs like that. And these legs do tab in to this slot here. And this one right here. This little, this peg here will tab into this little port right there in the middle. So you want to take those and split the legs. You want to take this part here, this little plastic thing, and you just want to push this out. Come on. This one's actually a lot easier. What you want to do is you want to take here, you want to take this little hinge and you want to push this out. And there's a leg. There's a foot, literally. Now, you put your finger through here, and you want to push this out just like you did here. Except for whatever reason, this thing is fighting me. This toy likes to fight me. Why do you want to fight me? Why do you want to fight me? I'll be right back. Come on. Why are you fighting me? Come on. There. Thank you. Rotate that. And after all that pain, there are his legs. All done. You want to take this part here, I almost forgot about this, and you want to push this inward like so. Okay? There you go. Now, moving on with the upper torso. Now, you want to take his arms and rotate them down. Oh, before you do that, you want to come over here. There's a little tab here. You want to stick your fingernail in there. That little tab that goes out. And push the fist out. And there's one fist. Push it down. There you go. There's one arm. Come over here. Take this cannon. This little cannon here. Focus. Come on. Okay. You want to take this cannon here and pull it outward like that. It's on a hinge. It's on a rotating hinge, so you just want to take it and put it back, and it'll click into place. This little tab right there will go under here. Right there. Boom. And you'll hear it click into place. So there's that. Now, you want to come out here. Whoop, my bad. Take his arm, orient that, put it down. There you go. There you go. Now, you want to come back here. This up. There you go. You want to take his wings, and you want to take this part that comes out, push it in, like that. And this plastic line in the middle, right there, that juts out, will tab in to the middle of these two little pegs and these two little pegs. So essentially, it'll do this. Collapse in on itself, push it in, and there's a wing. Take this, do the same thing on this side, and there are his wings collapsed. Now, for the top section, you want to take this part here, and you want to push this down, and it'll basically rotate his head. And it'll clip into place. All the way down, and it'll go inside his chest. There you go. Like that. Come around to the back. There are well, there's nothing to tab this guy to, but as you see, right there is a circular around edge. Come on, if it'll focus. Come on. Come on. Come on. Focus. There you go. There's this edge that is very round, and it'll just clip into this round edge here. Well, it won't clip, it'll just stay there. There you go. And there you have Shockwave in his robot mode. Again, very simple transformation. Nothing to this. Come take a look at here. Lift it up. Let's take a closer look at his head sculpt. Right there. Come on. There it is. That is, you know, for a figure that's this easy to transform, he's not bad looking. Got his big feet there, his Mega Man looking feet. Come around the back. You know, I wish they could have actually made a plastic hinge here so that it would, you know, collapse and close this part because it's just a big hole in there. Same thing with it here, but it's fine, I guess. The wings collapsed. There you go. And there's Shockwave in his robot mode. There you have Shockwave in his robot mode. Articulation-wise, his head can do a full 360. Although it's very tight, at least on mine. Arms could go a full 360, but because of these wings here, because they jut out, the movement is very limited. That's about as far as they go due to these bulky wings here. Arms could go in and out. There's no swivel at all. Bend at the elbow. You don't get a wrist swivel, but you can move your hand like that. You can do that, but that's only due to transformation. And this cannon, if you want, you can angle it any way you want to, but it's meant to be there. No waist movement. Hips can go forward that far, can go back that far, can go outward that far. No knee movement either. You cannot move the knee. And the leg, the feet can go like that, but again, that's due to transformation. Yeah. So there's not much to this guy. Not much at all to this guy. He is a very simple figure. He's just meant to, you know, just stand there and look cool. As far as articulation, he doesn't have a whole lot of articulation. But again, I don't think he's meant to. I think he's just meant to, you know, transform and transform back. It's a children's toy. It's not as complicated as, you know, as a toy like, I would say, excuse me, Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy Optimus Prime, for example. That's a very complicated toy that's meant to, you know, actually transform and be a fun toy. This could be a fun toy too, but, you know, it's not as... It's very easy to transform. Very easy to transform. And because of that, you know, the articulation is also limited, so... yeah. Now, for comparison, here he is with Fireburst Optimus Prime. You can see how they look together. He's taller than Prime, and he's definitely bulkier. Here he is with Ratchet. So you can see how they look together. Not bad. Here is with Siege Prime. He's definitely bulkier than Prime, but because of all his junk on his back, I guess Prime would be bulkier. And just because there's Refractor. You see how they look together. So there's that. Final verdict. If you want to buy this toy, sure, go ahead. I mean, it's not a bad toy, but I'm at a crossroads here. If you're looking for a figure that is functional, fun to play with, bulky, and just overall nice looking, sure, definitely. I would definitely go for this, for Shockwave. He does look very, very cool. I mean, with this hole here bothers me, and I wish they would have just, you know, closed this up, made it more streamlined. This is, no, I don't like this. But if you're looking for a figure just to, you know, play around with, yeah, sure. But if you're looking for a really, you know, a really good collector figure, and I mean a figure that is, you know, it's collector worthy, I'd stay away from this one. I'd really stay away from this one. This is, it's a toy. It's a toy meant to be played with, not meant to, you know, it's not meant to keep on your shelf and collect and stuff. If you want to do that, again, you can, but it's more of a plaything. It's more of a child's plaything. Especially because of the very simple transformation method. Very easy to transform this guy to and from robot mode. So, yeah, there you have that. I like it. Again, I don't find this figure bad in any way. It's just too simple to transform. So that's basically it. And, you know, I do like the one thing I actually will note about this figure, if I know I already mentioned it before, but it's this right here. I really like that Decepticon logo. I don't know if it's just a sticker or it's part of the plastic. I don't know, because it looks like a sticker, but I can feel it that it's part of the plastic. I don't know what that is, but that's a very nice Decepticon logo. Look, the very nice looking Decepticon logo. My words, to me, I think that looks cool on his chest. Also, there's a lot of holes in this figure. For example, if you look at it from up top, there's a hole here, a hole there. I mean, you could clearly, if you actually can see, you could see right through this figure because of these two little holes. This one and this one here. This is not a sophisticated toy by any means, any stretch of the imagination whatsoever. This is what you see is what you get, essentially. But for what it's trying to be, for what it's doing, it's not bad. It's actually a well thought out figure for what it's doing. and it's not doing too much. It's simplistic, it's simple to transform, anybody can pick it up and play with it, and to me, I think it looks good. It really looks good on the shelf. Being that Shockwave is tall, it just works for this figure. Yeah, and the whole transformation method is simple, so yeah. So I definitely would recommend this toy if you, like I said, want to collect it. But again, for a toy, for an actual to play with, yes. To collect it, no. I suggest skipping this one over. Yeah. With all of that rant completely done, that's pretty much all there is to say about this figure. So, there is Transformers Generation Shockwave, Transformers Generation Cyber Battalion Shockwave, and this King Vita saying, laters.